Hello! We're Izzie and Ciara. In August of 2023, we left our tiny rented London flat for a life on the canals.
There's been lots of ups and downs and we never seem to stop learning. We've decided to document our adventures, bringing you guys along with us.
Join us as we explore the UK waterways and renovate our 62-foot floating home, Lavender Lee. Good afternoon.
Hello. So it's a lovely day today. My mum is here, which is lovely. But unfortunately, you may have seen last week that we uncovered some bad rust on the bow. Well, we've taken away the metal storage unit that was on the bow and uncovered even worse rust. So that's not great, but we're going to try and tackle it today, and we thought that we should probably bring you guys along for the ride.
Yeah, we weren't planning on filming today, but we thought, you know, this is probably of interest.
We're moving this weekend, which is going to be cool. It'll be nice to be in a new area. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, I am, but I have really liked this area, so I'm a bit sad to leave, but we'll be back. We'll
definitely be back. I think we're going to get stuck into that now. So I'm here with my mum, who you may have seen in a previous video. She's going to help us today. What have you brought with us to help?
I brought my multi-tool. Hopefully we can use to get the loose rust off with.
And then you've got a sanding attachment, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we can get...
Yeah.
And we've got some wire brushes and fur tan.
I think we just need to have a go at it and see where we get to.
So I'm here to unveil the rust. This is the big reveal. As you can see, it is not looking so good. It's looking very bad. So we want to tackle this immediately. And Mum's already swept up a lot of the loose rust. So yeah.
Oh God. It always looks worse. It does.
It's hard for it to look better, I think. How are you feeling about it, Ciara?
Okay.
You're feeling okay? You're feeling better than me.
Yeah, well, luckily your mum has a multitude of tools that she's lent us, and the blue tea. How are we getting on, Iz?
It's going okay. Yeah, it's going okay. I found for a moment what I thought was a hole, but I actually think it's where there used to be a nail attaching this
bit here
down, because there's one on this side as well, and it's where the nail still is. So
just stopped for lunch, haven't we, Iz?
yes, we have.
We went to M&S, treated ourselves.
And you got a couple of bits from Lidl.
Yeah.
I thought Mum's here, we should do something a bit more.
I've made a little lunch spread. Here's our little lunch spread. We've got some what's it called? Tiger loaf. Some couscous, hummus, cherry tomatoes, and some crisps. Izzie has just gone to drop their mum back off at the car as she needs to get back now. We're very nearly finished. We're just going to finish sweeping and then going to put the fur tan on for 48 hours, I think. And then hopefully that will do the trick on the worst of the rusty bits. And then we can find a paint for it at some point.
Trying to get the water out of the hole. Just mopped it. And I think I've found the problem, potentially.
Oh, Izzie, for God's sake. Just made you a cup of tea. You've spilt it everywhere.
Anyway, so the last owner put loads and loads and loads of ballast in the front of the boat around the water tank. On it, either side, so much so that we can't get it out
Just
now.
big slabs of concrete.
I have no idea how we would go about getting that out, but it means that the front of our boat sits quite low in the water, and I think that means that this drainage hole would usually be down a little hill.
Yeah.
If you think that the front of the boat usually sticks up in the air a little bit, it would run down here and out of the hole. But I think because of the amount of ballast,
See how it's sort of just gathering
there, and it sits along here as well. I wonder whether it's just not draining properly.
The forbidden balsamic vinegar.
It's bubbling. Is it meant to bubble?
I don't know. Ta-da! bit tired now, aren't you? Just gonna leave this now and then come
I'll probably
back
have to leave it for 2 days because it's not going to be over 20 degrees.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
We're about to go on a cruise further into central London, but do you have a fur tan update for us?
I do. So this morning I wiped off the fur tan on the first half of the bow. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, and so I left it an extra day. Probably have to wait until there's sun again, as there is rain forecast for tomorrow, so I don't really want to apply it today and not give it a proper time to do its job on the second half. So yeah, I'll take you outside and kind of see what it's looking like at the moment, and then we'll head off on another cruise to where are we going?
So we are planning to finally get to Kensal Green, Kensal Rise, whatever you want to call it. Anywhere around that area that we can find a mooring, because I'd imagine it's probably going to start getting quite busy. Our favourite spot.
Yeah, we love this place. I'm a bit nervous about the cruise because I've done something to my wrist when I was trying to wipe the fur tan. I did it in a stupid way at a stupid angle, and I leant on my wrist and it kind of made a bit of an alarming popping noise, and it's been really sore.
Yeah, just take it easy.
Yeah.
I can do some cruising as well.
I might get the scenic view for once.
How many coots there are around here.
So many coots nests everywhere. Very few ducks.
Yeah, much more coot heavy around here. I wonder if we're going to see some babies soon.
I hope so.
Maybe today will be the day that I see some baby ducklings, but it won't be.
I don't really know how to speak.
It does seem to be really quite polluted around here, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen a... Oh, what's that? You see that bird? It's the black diving bird.
Hey! You love this bird, don't you?
I love this bird. As I was saying before, I got distracted by the black diving bird.
And we just saw some baby coots.
Yeah,
I didn't manage to film in time, but they were so small and so cute.
Yeah, it seemed like the water's very polluted, which we expected. There's a lot of like dead animals, like we just saw a dead swan, and we saw a dead fish, and like...
Yeah, there's quite a lot of, like, the coots nests, like, a lot of them are made out of just, like, rubbish, like plastic bags and stuff, which is very obviously sad. Really sad to see.
Closed, and this all goes back to the bone, thinks her love is harmful, and maybe that's
more baby coots. These ones are out and about for a swim. They're so cute. Look at their little red faces, they're so fluffy. They're so tiny.
I don't know if it will come up on camera.
again that you feel the same. Tell me it burns when she calls my name. 'Cause when you tell me you're low and your head.
So we are just approaching the services. I don't believe we have bins here, but we've got water and the Elsan disposal, so lots of fun to be had. That was a little bit stressful. Really windy in this spot. I think it's because of the big like high-rise buildings, like all the apartments and stuff. The front of the boat just caught a big gust of wind and got pushed right out, and I was worried it was going to swing round. It wasn't a good moment, but Ciara managed to step off and she is now putting the boat in. I'll just film her so you can see. But yeah, it's not set up very well here. Like there's basically, it's not long enough for a boat to stop. It's all a bit of an odd services here. Ciara, give us a wave. So Ciara's there. She had to climb up here and then through the bars. Just all a bit weird of a setup. Managed to sort of tie on between the ring and here, which isn't amazing. Ciara is just gonna open the gas locker to get the hose out. Ooh. Train going by up here. I feel a bit on the useless side because my wrist is meaning that I can't lift anything that's really heavy. I just feel really annoyed at myself for having done something to it. But yeah, I'm hoping that it will feel better soon. And I'm just helping as much as I can. Ciara's had to change because she got the cassette toilet leaked on her, so she had to change because it was not smelling good or fresh. So you're feeling a bit sad, aren't you? Actually, the best maintained services, is it, Ciara?
No.
It's just disgusting. So bad.
Yeah, let's get out of here quickly.
Yeah, I think we will be leaving and maybe not returning.
I think you're gonna have to pass the bottles to me.
Yeah, I'll try my best. I'll do it with my better hand.
That was really horrendous.
It wasn't good. I think it's put us both in pretty bad moods.
Yeah, not in a great mood. We already weren't in the best mood today, but anyway, hopefully we'll find a nice mooring.
We've still got a way to go to Kensal Green, Kensal Rise, whatever. I'm getting quite cold. It's a shame it got really warm for a couple of days. I think it lulled us into the sense of summer because I'm in my little shorts. Just going above the North Circular Road, which feels bizarre.
It's very loud.
Floating over like almost a motorway of cars.
That's crazy.
It's definitely a faster way of travelling.
Hello. Sorry for our abrupt end to that cruising section. We'll explain a bit what happened.
Essentially, sorry if there's a lot of background noise, we're right by a factory, not somewhere that we'd usually moor up. Essentially, there was a serious incident that took place further up on the canal, which we weren't involved in, but meant that the police had to close the canal in order to deal with the situation. We won't go into detail just out of the respect for the people involved. But yeah, it was quite upsetting and like quite a tense situation, which meant that we had to just sort of moor up somewhere that we're not necessarily supposed to be.
Yeah.
But just overnight until the police kind of presence were finished doing what they were doing, and now they've opened it so we can move through again.
Yeah, again, we didn't really film because we didn't think it was very respectful or anything. No. So we ended up getting to Harlesden. So we're currently in Harlesden. It's not an area we particularly want to stay in.
But luckily, it's only a half-an-hour cruise.
Only a half-an-hour cruise.
Kensal Rise.
Exactly.
So that's not a problem. We can get going now, and the weather has cleared up. We were meant to be going this morning, but there was such a bad storm.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump back into cruising now. The ducks are bathing in the sun. Izzy, what's just happened?
Oh my god, not to get anyone too overexcited, but I can see some of the courgettes have started to sprout.
Yeah.
And you see the tiniest of tiny beginnings. We're set for quite a windy cruise, but you can see the difference of where the fur-tan has reacted and where it hasn't reacted. This is a little scrape mark because I think the bottom of this bench is a bit rusty, so maybe that will be the next thing to treat. Yeah, we're going to do this bit as soon as the weather is consistently sunny enough for it. You can see that we had to tie onto this fence up here, and we're on a single pin here. Ready? Yep.
The weather's picked up.
got my hair.
It's very windy though.
So windy.
That was a bit blustery, wasn't it, Iz?
Oh yeah. Oh dear. I think I may have just travelled back in time. It felt like something from Doctor Who.
It's very windy.
It's so bright. It's very nice. I just can't see. I've got one eye open, cruising.
Feeling quite stressed.
There's a yellow warning for wind. It's 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's probably the windiest it's ever been.
It's not good.
We had to move the boat, so it is just what it is. Luckily, the wind is coming from behind rather than side to side, so it's not really affecting the cruising, apart from just like making it a bit miserable. The wind has died down quite a lot. I think it's because we're in a bit of a dip. We're sheltered from it, so that is a relief. And the sun is out. It's looking a little bit more sunny.
Oh,
that's a tortoise.
my God. He's just vibing in the sun.
We're in London.
We did it. We found a spot.
Finally. I think we tried 3 different spots before we got to this one.
Yeah, there was 2 up there, but there was like this massive like wall.
Yeah, like under the water, so you couldn't more close. Yeah, it basically was so quiet until we got to
Kensal Green,
and then it was pretty just packed.
We found a spot. We're about a 10-minute walk from Portobello Market, which is cool. Like we have to go to that.
Definitely.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So today we're going to have a little look around Notting Hill and Portobello Market. So
very excited.
Very excited. It's only a 10-minute walk away from the boat, so yeah, we'll take you guys along with us. We're excited.
How do I show you? How do I show you that? How do I show you? How do I show you that? The way that you're laughing when you're still asleep gives me more. The way that you kiss me alone in the street gives me more. The way that you touch me all tangled in sheets gives me more. The way that you're laughing when you're still asleep gives
What have you got there, Ciara?
Got like a little what do you call these?
I don't know, like a little takeaway tub.
Takeaway tub of like vegan and vegetarian foods. So they had lots of different things like pasta bakes and noodles and lots of curries.
Very close to
So we got one of those to have for lunch and we're bringing it back to the boat now. The weather has taken a turn for the worst. Oh dear.
We wanted to pot some houseplants this afternoon, but it's tipping it down with rain. So we're going a bit crazy. We're trying to sing this round.
So
don't even know
I know
if
you
it's
guys
a
like the
round
singing content, so here's some more.
I hear thunder, I hear thunder, I hear thunder, I don't you? Pitter patter raindrops, pitter patter raindrops. I hear thunder, I hear thunder, I hear thunder. Pitter patter raindrops, pitter patter raindrops. I'm wet through, so are you. I hear thunder, I hear thunder. Heart don't you, heart don't you, pitter patter raindrops.
Oh no, we're going crazy. Please excuse my red face, but we definitely don't have enough compost to do all of the houseplants, so we're going to go around and investigate and see which ones are in desperate need of some TLC and just try and prioritise them for now.
So excuse the noise behind us. I mean, we are in a city now, so we have to accept it. In this next section, you ought to know that for the last, how long has it been since I moved out? 6 years it's been since I left home. I've been very good with plants. However, when we moved aboard the boat, they've kind of all just been neglected and they all are dying and not in a good state. And I've looked after them for many years, which makes my heart very sad. So what we're going to do today is try and rectify some of that. And we're going to try and save what we can, which means snipping off the bad bits, the dead bits of the plants, and repotting ones that need repotting. So I've got this very sad plant here. It's a variety of peperonia, and I think it would probably just do better in a bit of a smaller pot. I've got this one which has drainage built into it, and I might just transfer it in there and see if it does better there. I found an issue with the roots, so I repotted it into an even smaller one. There was basically very few roots left, so it wasn't due to root rot. I think it's just, I know, but there's this. It often happens from supermarkets, they wrap this around the root ball. It just really limits the growth and like ends up killing the plant often. So I'm glad I caught that, and hopefully it will have a better life in here. Now, on the other hand, this plant has kicked out the most incredible root system.
Look at it.
I'm probably just going to thin this out because there's no way that we can have a plant.
It's huge.
It was a Morrison's plant originally. I've had it for like 3 years. Yeah, it's way too big. It's been way too crammed in. So I think if I like thin it out. Oh, they've got a canoe club coming by. Just wonder what the shouting was. Hello, we just finished up with the plants. So feeling happy about it. I'm going to go to Sainsbury's and pick up some hummus, and then
we're going to make some dinner. Izzy, what have you just discovered?
I have just discovered that the carrots in here are starting to like emerge as well.
Yay, so it's the carrots and the courgettes have come through.
Yeah, they've both started to come through.
So we're just waiting on the tomatoes and the lavender.
Yeah. Come on, the lavender.
Comment down below which you think is going to come through first, the tomatoes or the lavender. Is that everything? Is that all that's left to come through now?
Yeah.
Exciting. Anyway, Izzy's going to go to the shop now, aren't you?
I've been procrastinating a little bit. Yes.
Off you go.
Probably an hour since I said I would go. So
I'm really hungry, so I need you to go now. Bye. Leave or I'm going to spray you.
Nothing in there.
Go.
I got that today.
Leave.
People in the comments suggested that we got one of these because they saw the ridiculousness of the last video where I was squeezing a cloth filled with water onto the seedlings.
So well, yeah, fear not, guys.
You know what? It worked. They came through, but we have this now, so yeah, we can upgrade our plant setup.
Izzy.
Hello.
I'm giving you another music writing task, aren't I?
Yes.
What's the prompt this time?
Is it April showers?
Yes, it is. Inspired by today's weather. So yeah, you've got an hour to do it, like you did last time. Let's see if it makes the video. Izzy, your time is up. Have you done it?
I have. I'm not quite sure that I like it as much as last week's. I think that I should have gone for like a more like vigorous thing, but I was thinking of like a gentle pattering of rain when I wrote it. But I think in hindsight, do something a bit more different next time. I'll do something that's like more torrential.
I'm sure it'll be amazing.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So we've had our dinner, I've done some music, and now we just want to sign off here. So we're going to be doing a bit more of like a quick tour round East London over the next 3 weeks. I'm aware that it's going to be a lot busier than it has been in like the parts of West London that we've been in. But I'm excited. I think we're going to have to double more. We're going to have to face the fears.
I'm so scared. I'm afraid. I can't even believe we've made it this far without having to double more, to be honest.
It was close this time. Like, there was
really
so
close.
few spots.
We got so lucky. I don't know how we avoided it, but we have.
A huge thank you to Debbie and Tony for buying us loads of coffees, which was so generous this week. Really kind and so appreciated. We were a bit hesitant at first about like maybe not having the money to like do things while we were in London, so it's given us the opportunity to go out and explore things and have a coffee, and yeah, the rest of that money we've just put into a separate account with things that are going to the boat.
Or towards boats and boat maintenance and stuff like that. Let us know if there is anything while we're here in London that you guys would like us to explore, to have a look at, or drop any questions about, yeah, anything that's London and boaty related if you have any questions, and we will try our best to answer them.
If you want to see any more boat related content of life on Lavender Lee, you can always follow us along on Instagram at Izzie and Ciara for some more boaty content.
Thanks for watching this week's video.
We really enjoyed having the opportunity to do a bit more of an explore around London and finally sort out that pesky rust on our bow.
If you enjoyed, we upload videos every weekend, so don't forget to like and subscribe for more boat life adventures. Bye!